Let's talk about what we're here to talk about, the best seats on the last train out of Juniortown and what they have. They have a large economic asset that's in a good jurisdiction, that's run by a good management team, that has a catalyst ahead and a plan to execute on that catalyst and their asset, and a low relative valuation. There's not that many of them out there, folks. This is one I've been talking about for years. Midas Gold, 6.5 million ounces in Idaho. When it comes online, would be the third largest open pit project in the country, behind VRIC and behind Newmont. That's a serious asset. It would be it's currently the 9th largest gold reserve. That's at 6.5 million ounces. It has exploration upside. It's in permitting now, so it's been a long, arduous road for this project to get through permitting. It has been years. There have been delays. It's controlled by the Forest Service. They kept pushing it back. But it's really, really a superlative asset, and the plan that they have is exceptional in that it's essentially a Superfund site, because that's where we mined all the tungsten for the World War efforts. And after that, it was never remediated. It was never cleaned up, and there's all kinds of things wrong. You know, there's arsenic leaching into the stream. The fish passage is blocked, so the salmon can't get upstream to spawn. All kinds of issues at this site that Midas is going to fix as part of the development, right? So they'll, while they're constructing the site, they'll shoot the fish up the stream so they can get upstream. And when they're done, they'll completely remediate the mountainside and the stream so that it's back to the way it was before mining was even there. And so in that respect, they have NGOs and environmental groups on their side, because otherwise this site would not get cleaned up. Let's talk about how rare the stibnite asset is. That's the project that Midas has, the Stibnite Gold Project in Idaho. And look, if you look at this chart here, how many assets there are, 1 million ounce assets, well, there's a ton of them. There's almost 3,000 assets with 1 million ounces. There's, call that 400 assets with 1 to 2 million, 300 assets with 2 to 5 million. You start getting into this 5 to 10 million ounce range, folks, and there's nothing out there to buy. They don't exist. And Midas has one. And then let's talk about the sensitivity, because it's been years since the last time economics were applied to this project, right? I think it was a 2014 study or something. That showed the project was worth just over $800 million at $1,350 gold. Well, guess what? Gold's at $1,550 right now. So we have to talk about sensitivity. And at $1,500 gold, this is a $1.2 billion project. Midas Gold currently trades with a market cap like $130 million. And this is a view of where that asset would fit into the production sort of curve, right? You have like an El Dorado here, producing 400,000 ounces a year. When Midas comes online, that's where it would slide into. Look at the company here, folks. SSR, Pretium, these are billion-dollar companies with a B. And that's the void Midas is going to fill there. So you look at El Dorado, it's got a $1.5 billion market cap. You look at the after-tax NPV of Midas's project, and it's $1.129 billion at $1,500 gold. And they've made improvements since. They'll release a feasibility study this year that will show market improvements from the previous study, whether that's whatever, using limestone on site to grade and finish the roads instead of hauling in aggregate, whatever that is. The economics have improved in the past 6 years, right? And so the NPV and the IRR are going to be higher. You can look for that feasibility study Q2 this year, draft record of decision in Q4 of this year. As I said, this is something that Midas Gold and its shareholders, stakeholders, and supporters have been waiting for years. It's a major